Welcome to the weekly dose of Emuna for Shabbat Kodesh. Today we're going to talk about the idea of preparing for Shabbat, but in the role of it causing us to show a yearning and a craving and a love for Shabbat. That is how we exemplify, that is how we proclaim our love of Shabbat, our love of Hashem, is the fact that we prepare, yes, we prepare fish and kugel. And when we prepare fish and kugel and all the delectable food items, we are in fact proclaiming before Hashem how much we love Him. That's strange. That is a little bit strange. You know, every Yom Tov has its special mitzvah. How is it that Shabbat Kodesh, you don't have to prepare anything special? What is it about Shabbat that makes it so special, even though in essence there's no particular mitzvah that's attached to it as opposed to, let's say, Yom Tov? And so the idea is, what is the special mitzvah of Shabbat? The special mitzvah of Shabbat is to tap into Shabbat's great Kedusha, according to Rav Shimshon David Pinkas Zatzal. He writes and he explains that the great Kedusha that we are able to attach ourselves to on Shabbat, that special mitzvah of Shabbat, which is to absorb the Kedusha and hold on to it for the following week, is by preparing tasty food for that day. That's right. When you make your fish and kugel and your cake, and certainly your challah, it may sound a little strange, but that is in essence what we need to do in order to receive the Kedusha of Shabbat and perform the mitzvah of Shamor v'Zachor et Shabbat HaKodesh. On Friday, when we prepare the fish, when we shine our shoes, right, that prepares us to reach that level of holiness on Shabbat. How does it? Because it's written that Shabbat Kodesh is a special gift from Hashem. And how's the only way to get that special gift? One way, 3 little words: to want it. When you want to absorb the Kedusha of Shabbat, when you want to receive that amazing gift of Kedusha that Shabbat gives, that comes as a gift from Shemayim, Hashem says, I'm going to give it to anyone who wants it, anyone who desires and truly yearns for it, they will receive it. If you eagerly anticipate the arrival and look forward to Shabbat, and Shabbat is on your mind, and you're making a big deal to prepare for it, that's how we shall attain that wonderful gift called Shabbat Kodesh. So in other words, there's no way to get that gift on our own. The only way to receive that gift of closeness and Kedusha is to cry out to Hashem. Cry out to Hashem and beg Him how much we truly want, how much we truly yearn for Him to take us out of the mundane, regular rat race of life and allow us to enter in His arms of Kedusha. When we yearn and we want with a fiery passion to want to come close to Hashem, Rahmana Baye Liba, that means Hashem only wants our heart. And when we tell Hashem how much our heart yearns in a fiery passion to want to come close to Him, and we anticipate by preparing and schlepping around the bags and thinking of what fabulous dish we're going to make for Shabbat and preparing that dough of challah, even though it's so easy to buy it from the store, that shows how much we are in love with Hashem and in love with the gift of Shabbat Kodesh. Be'ezrat Hashem, let's make it our business this Shabbat Kodesh to do something special. Prepare something special and dedicate it with full verbal words. Hashem, I am preparing this for Shabbat Kodesh because I love you, because I want to feel the nearness and the closeness. Whoever partakes of this dish should feel the love of you, should feel my love as their mother, as their hostess, and should feel and you, Hashem, should feel my love and my closeness as well, and how much I yearn to want to be close to you. with that, let's have a wonderful, great Shabbat Kodesh and a tasty one. All the best.